G'day, we're David and Paula. Like many people, we've been working hard for many years and we're too young to retire, but we've decided to take a gap year from work. We've bought a new van and we're doing a lap right around Australia. Morning. We've had another good night's sleep and another free camp. This episode we leave Esperance, head towards Albany, the Valley of the Giants, and take a few rest days at the Margaret River. The water's toasty. Yay! You climbed almost as far as I did.
Oh, I don't think so.
No, shh. This is just absolutely insane. For Esperance.
Yeah.
Esperance didn't turn on its finest for us, unfortunately.
Oh, it is now as we're leaving.
Yeah, as we're leaving, yeah. It's actually absolutely beautiful this morning. But we've got to just keep making our way around the coast. We're heading to Albany, sort of, not today, we won't do it all in one trip, but we'll break somewhere along the way, head to Albany. So we stopped at the overflow facility. Our preference would have been to be at Lucky Bay. It's the place to go. You've got to book well in advance. But we just didn't know where we were going to be, so we couldn't book it for sure. And as it worked out, it was school holiday time, so we weren't going to be able to get in there. But we went out for a picnic, and that was lovely. So when the school holidays and the busy times are on, the council opens up a overflow facility at their showgrounds, and the reviews are mixed when you look at wiki camps about it, but we thought it was okay. We found a reasonable site sort of up around beside one of the showground sheds. There's hot water, there's a camp kitchen, which is really the kitchen facilities for the showgrounds. There's some showers, flush toilets, and all those sorts of things. I think you've just got to adjust your expectations. Yep, one of the chief complaints that people have is that it's a bit expensive. $35 compared to what? I mean, if all the caravan parks are full, Lucky Bay is full.
Yeah, that's all you've got.
And that's all you've got. Sure, maybe it's $5 or $10 more expensive. Certainly $10 more expensive than we're used to paying for showgrounds around the place. But it was fine. And we stayed 4 days. Did a bit of a drive around, had a look, and it was just bad weather. We got gales, sort of winds and driving rain at times, and unfortunately we were able to charge up in the intermittent sunshine in between, even when it was blowing, and we just used the opportunity to go to the shops. It was a good place to get our washing done. We could do small loads in the washing machine, but we got a couple of bigger loads done at the laundromat. And even though we don't eat McDonald's much sort of on the road or anything like that sort of stuff, there was a McDonald's right across, so we were able to grab some breakfast while we were doing the washing. Got our groceries done, bit of admin, a little bit of editing for the vlog, and
a little bit of sightseeing.
A little bit of sightseeing, what we could with the weather, and just made the most of it. So that's Esperance, and we're heading to Albany. Morning. We had another good night's sleep and another free camp in Western Australia. This one's only just a quick overnighter, but good spot. It's just one of the roadside rest areas, but there's been some areas we can pull off a little bit further down into the bush. Probably been half a dozen, maybe 8 other sort of campers in and around the area that sort of fitted in quite comfortably. But as I say, when you've got an off-road van, and provided the track gives you the clearance, you can go and and get even further into the bush. So nobody bothered us last night, and to be honest, I couldn't even hear the road trains coming up over the bridge.
This is well some class.
So that was good, wasn't it?
That was pretty good.
Where was it?
It's the bridge and the gap.
The Gap and
bridge.
and Natural Bridge.
Natural bridge.
Yeah, well, we got a tip from the information centre to come out to this
Yeah,
one.
we did.
And it was
We've
good.
had a few good tips from the information centre
Yeah.
in our travels so far.
Yeah. What are we having?
Mixed seafood chowder. Yum, yum, yum.
Oh my goodness. So yesterday we had an overcast and, oh, you know, it wasn't a miserable day, but just an overcast and cooler day. So we did a bit of a drive around. And this morning, cool overnight, absolutely glorious morning. And just have a look at this outlook at Cosy Corner East campground. I've said it time and time again, and I'll keep saying it. There are a range of places around the country where the councils do an absolutely fantastic job. So this is a council owned and run campground. We're about 30 kilometres outside of Albany, and it's a tight little campground. You know, we're a little bit closer than we've been used to some other people. But gee, I mean, it's a good little campground, and just check out the location here. Absolutely glorious. And $15 per night. $15 per night. I mean, that's just insane. So in our view, much better than a caravan park. Yes, you have to be self-contained. There's a few drop loos and those sorts of things. Everybody's quiet and well behaved, and your 100-metre walk to this beach area. Absolutely brilliant, and what a wonderful way to wake up, you know, having heard the waves crashing during the night. yeah, I've really enjoyed this part of the trip, visiting the National ANZAC Centre at Albany. It's quite a significant thing just to sort of think that this is where the convoys came together and then left from, you know, with 40,000 Australian and New Zealanders heading off to the First World War, of which 10,000 never ever returned. So it's, you know, it's a significant thing. It's such a beautiful place, and the whole centre is done very well. So, you know, it's something that we wanted to do along the way, and we're now actually up at the batteries up on the fortress, which again is always interesting, given my background in gunnery. Yeah, it's been good. We're going to spend some time sort of looking at some scenery. Albany, you have to do a little bit of shopping and those sorts of things, and then we might head back to the beach this afternoon down near where we're camped. If you're doing the lap, Albany is well worth dropping through. Lots and lots and lots of places with the fantastic beaches and the campsites and all those sorts of things. This place is actually quite significant in terms of our national history. Took the chicken track.
Well, parking. It's cold. No, don't.
What's wrong? The water's toasty. Completely toasty. It's like a bath. It is. It's not as cold as Lockhart Gorge. It's not as cold as Lockhart Gorge. You did. You tried. This is Green's Pools, and it's right next to, the next bay along is Elephant's Rocks near Denmark, and it's absolutely beautiful here. Absolutely beautiful. Good fun place. If you got family, then it's absolutely beautiful and safe place for the kids to play, and frankly very pleasant even for the adults. You can camp on the beach where Paula is not coming in, or you've got these rock areas. You know, we're after Easter here, so we're autumn, so we're getting to the stage where people aren't going to be wanting to swim, but today is just an absolutely beautiful day, so we thought we'd come in and at least have a short swim. You couldn't come and visit the place and not have a short swim. And then tonight we're going to do a stopover because we're on our way to the Margaret River. So anyway, it's Green's Pool and Elephant Rocks, and worth coming to have a look anyway, regardless of the time of year, because it is quite pretty. But if the weather's okay, come for a swim. And just on that, I'm wearing a lightweight shark skin top, and it actually, we've got it, and we've actually got some slightly more thermal, almost like a light wetsuit shark skin, and we quite intentionally bought those because we sort of thought that we were going to be spending a bit of time near the water in the cooler season, and this one's actually quite good for this type of weather. So it's about 23 degrees out, beautiful as you can see, clear, and the water is cool, but it's not freezing cold. That's worse, you've got to come in. that's not in. That's not committing. You've got to commit. aren't they? Not very good for solar.
Wow. They can reach up to 70 metres. The red tingle tree.
How do you know that?
Says it.
Definitely wobbling a fair bit though. Off you go.
You sure?
How much did we pay?
30 something.
Each?
No.
Total. I think she gave you some nice discount, did she?
Do I look it old?
No, I don't think so.
She didn't like me. I don't like that.
No. He's a bit of a drunk one, isn't he?
Yeah.
See a fairy.
She's got a gnarly face.
Gnarly. Yeah, you'd get a few wrinkles if you were 400 years old, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So where are we?
The Valley of the Giants,
Yep.
doing the ancient tree walk.
Yeah, and we did the
Treetop walk
treetop
just
walk.
before.
And what, how'd you find that?
It's pretty good. Bit wobbly,
It's still a little bit wobbly, yeah.
but it was okay.
Like it's reasonably expensive to go on the treetop walk for what it is. It's 600 metres.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's an interesting perspective up there. But if you don't have much money and you're just trying to save along the way, come and have a look at the ancient.
Yeah, you can do this
the ancient trail, and which is for free. Of course, you still need your parks pass and all those sorts of things because you're in the national park. But you get a very good perspective on the trees from down here as well. And they tell us there's quokkas here, but I don't believe them because they're not
They
making
said
any
there's a
appearance
colony, one of the few remaining on the mainland.
on the mainland. Paula. Oh. Hey Paula. Well, that's a bit of a climb. A little bit puffed. But I'd been a bit cranky at myself if I didn't take the opportunity. But if you don't like heights, don't do it. Yeah, so the Gloucester Tree, I'm pretty sure it was a fire lookout tree, so they just used the natural height advantage of this tree. But you would have to have been higher, and you can't go any higher anymore. Although it looks like some of these platforms have got new decking on them, so maybe they're still in the process of repair. Anyway, bugger, now I've got to go down. Oh, see you at the bottom. That was our rest stop. Our rest stop was climbing the Gloucester Tree, and Paula climbed almost as far as I did.
Oh, I don't think so.
No, shh.
I got up to the mesh bit though.
You got up to the mesh bit, yeah. That's right. Paula climbed the first 9 steps.
It's all right.
All good. Anyway, all right, we've got to just slog through now and get close to the Margaret River.
Yeah.
Where we're going to be taking a break for a few days. So. sure it's not because they could smell the croissants, but we got some visitors this morning. Hello. Been bucketing down, and this morning it was cold, so I've got up, made the coffee. You can probably actually see the vapour coming out of my mouth as I'm talking, and we've got some croissants on. So I don't know whether our bovine friends can smell the croissants, or they just thought I looked friendly, but they're all coming over, and I've just got this complete audience looking at me through the fence at the moment. But I didn't want to be standing in the rain, going back and forth with the weather, so I've just backed the car up and pulled the car awning out. So just another good reason why we really wanted to have the awning. So absolutely fantastic setup here with the barbecue until it starts piddling down with rain. But yeah, we managed to cope. I reckon they will do. Next episode we head to Bustleton, stop briefly in Perth, and then commence our journey northward up the western coast of Western Australia. Again, thanks for joining us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, 100% of our YouTube advertising revenue goes to charity.